Hi, everybody. This is Mr. Smith. Hopefully, the review of the Mexican Revolution went well. Let's talk about what we're going to do with the rise of the dictators. It's another 3-day review. On this one, I want you to go to the Rise of Dictators packet. And if you have your original packet, it's better because it's already completed. On this, go ahead and skip the values of war, but read carefully through your answers to the reading questions and the questions themselves. That's useful to do. I kind of skim the warm game one. I go ahead and read these notes carefully because this is me emphasizing points, as well as back to the reading and reading the questions. Let's make it a little bigger. I'd go ahead and read through these video notes, shouldn't take long, and then read through the questions again. Let's skip this one on the candidates. Go ahead and read the Nazism lectures pretty carefully. That's all pretty important. And then go back to the reading and read through this part again carefully. Go ahead and read this one again and your answers to the questions as you go through. The Nazi Creed and Hitler's insult towards the people. Mein Kampf, Hitler's book, that excerpt. Go ahead and read your answers to these review questions. If you got them wrong, try to figure out why you got it wrong. I'm quite certain I got these ones back to you. Extra credit, I wouldn't worry about that, or the crossword puzzle. I would go ahead and look carefully at the glossary, though, especially if there was things you thought you might have missed. And go ahead and also carefully look at the terms and the notes on the last couple pages. Read those too. After you do that, you should have your brain pretty well refreshed on the dictators, but that'll be enough for the first day. The next day, you're going to go ahead and go through the Rise of the Dictator slideshow. Here's what I would suggest doing. Go ahead and open it. And once it's open, I would go ahead and look for the Pear Deck icon. And that's usually going to pop up after a sec. Sometimes it takes a sec to load. You click on Pear Deck. And then you can just choose Start Lesson. You can do student-paced activity. And then you should have a chance to respond. You might have to put in your code like I'm having to do. But when there's places to respond, you should be able to do it. See how the screen, it does take a sec to load. I wouldn't worry about that part of it. If you want to do the code, sure. I don't know. Maybe that wasn't the right way to do it. Let's try again. Start the lesson. Dude, let's try the instructor-paced activity. You can pretend like you're the teacher. You've already done it once, so you can go a little faster. Take a look at those pictures. You should recognize a lot of those faces, if not all of them at this point. Sorry, the texts I was getting there were distracting me. It's a good idea to go ahead and turn it off and silence the device when you're working. And you can be more efficient with your work. This is slow. Well, anyway, you get the process. It's going to take a while because you can watch little clips if you want. I would flip through this, kind of refreshing your memory. I would not, if you've